Namaste, I am Shivaswati and we are making this video today on explaining how past lives influence the present life and why should you go in for past life therapy if there are several problems in life which you cannot resolve, as if everything is moving negative from an internal dominant focus. Every aspect of your life is appearing as if it is out of your control. Then past life therapy helps a lot. The past life therapy influences your ambitions, your choices in life, how you perceive situations. For example, where you choose to feel hurt. If somebody is slapping you, one person can choose to feel hurt, the another person can choose to ignore and walk away. So, a past life will determine whether you choose to feel hurt or you choose to ignore and walk away that situation. Because if someone has actually slapped you and you were a slave in a past life and you died because the authority was angry and they ordered your killing after slapping you, then the slap will have a deep impact on your subconscious mind and you will start feeling scared or get palpitations or become very afraid. However, if you have been a warrior and a little abuse here and there has not had an impact on your life, or if you are in a life plan where you are supposed to be more insensitive and not as evolved as a soul, but more with steel conditioning, so that as if you are being beaten from childhood and you are conditioned to getting beaten up. So in that case the slap will not affect you. So it the authority which is abusing or slapping is physical abuse. Emotional abuse is recorded as the same as slapping in your subconscious mind, which reads only energies. So the authority which is abusing you or speaking badly to you would not realize how deeply it can impact you, uh, because she or he does not know your past lives. So how you take a situation depends on what you have gone through in a past life. And a past life death has a deep impact on your subconscious mind. In fact, when you are born with the same feeling which you die with in a past life. So your internal dominant focus is set by your death in the past life, and your whole life revolves around that internal dominant focus from birth. And situations are negative or positive depending on how you died in the past life. If you have died feeling negative, or if you have died feeling shocked as an accident or a sudden illness, you may have this feeling that work is left incomplete in the present life, and there is always a lot of hurry, there is always a lot of stress in the same situation when another person is relaxed. All this happens because your work was actually left incomplete in a past life. So when you do past life therapy, you see that event, then you release your spirit, and then you calm down and you say, okay, this is a different life, a different script, and I need not carry those feelings of anxiety. And then the anxiety reduces, um, your stress levels reduce, your heart improves, your health improves, and you can move towards your ambitions in life with a more positive mindset and a calmer being, so that you can realize your ambition without feeling sick or unhealthy or collapsing with a heart attack. When the stress levels are kept down if you do past life therapy, because you realize that there is no need for so much stress as you are undertaking, as this is a different life and situations are better. So normally each life is somehow a little better than the past life. One is because there is so much technological invention, so you don't have to go through those hardships which we had to go through in earlier times. And second is there is some soul evolution always, even if you die with a negative mindset and you may be born as an animal before you can be born human again. Even then there would be some soul evolution, and situation is usually better in the next life. Unless you have committed suicide, then you are born in a very negative situation where everyone seems to be killing you through abuse and through mocking you, and you feel attacked by everyone around. Even if their comments are harmless, you feel that you are being personally attacked. So that happens if you have been a murderer, or you have committed suicide in a past life, that you're extremely sensitive to abuse. Um, if you are constantly in the feeling of deprivation in the present life, then you may be very rich in the present life, but if you're constantly feeling poor, then you may be born in the slums in the next life, because your feeling gets carried over. And if you are constantly feeling rich in the present life, even though you may not be so well off, then you are born rich in the next life, because again the feelings get carried over. Your parents and your siblings and your lovers, your spouse, most of them come from your past life. They have karmic debts with you. Usually you are born in a family where your parents have been your enemies, and or people who have killed you, or people whom you blame, so that you are forced to live with them and see a positive side of them, and that you learn to love and understand them and forgive them. That is necessary for your redemption and for your evolution in the present life. So you cannot go on staying angry with people whom you have fought with in previous lives, because the attempt of every life is to have peace. Normally, your religious fanaticism comes from a past life. If you have been Muslim in a past life, for example, you would be a Hindu in the present life and hate Muslims. If you have been a Muslim in a past life and killed Hindus, then you would take revenge against yourself, and you would be in an opposite religion, and you would like to save the people of the opposite religion by killing people of your own religion from a past life. So if you hate a concept, for example, if you hate dictatorship, or if you hate some kind of authoritative behavior, or if you hate some religion, then you have been that in a past life. Definitely you hate yourself first before you hate another. So when you forgive that person whom you hate, if you forgive that religion, or you forgive that Hitler type of person, or you forgive the dictator, then you forgive yourself for being that in the past life, and then your soul evolves to a higher level of happiness. Till you forgive yourself, there is energy inside you which is rebelling against you, which is angry with you, and which is attracting negative energy from outside by the law of attraction. So this negative energy which is inside you also comes from past lives. It comes as spirit attachments of your enemies, their consciousness which gets attached to yours through wars. It can come through your siblings who have died in past lives. The negative energy can also be black magic done on you in a past life when you were very rich. So in this life you may not be so rich, but again you might feel that your possessions are being taken away, simply because the black magic still revolves around you in spirit. And this black magic goes only through a frequency shift when you become positive. However, the black magic keeps you negative, and it keeps you in a condition of deprivation. For example, I had a case recently of a lady, and there was black magic on her in a past life. Actually, we saw around 5 past lives in every issue. As a past life therapist, I would say that there are definitely around 5 lives around a core problem. It is rarely that a problem can be solved in one by seeing one life or 2 lives. There would be, there would be a backlog. For example, if you see that you are being abused, severely abused in the present life, then you would see that you have actually killed those people who are abusing you in the past life, and you would see that they have killed you in a life previous to that, and that you have killed them in a life previous to that, and they have killed you before that. So there is an ideological difference from the core life, from the first life where you died because of that person, and there are feelings of deprivation in the person who is still abusing you, and these feelings of deprivation don't come from the present life, they come from the past life. For example, I was saying that there was this lady, and she was going through a very difficult time. She was not getting any support from anywhere, and she was surviving. So she was in a marriage and everything was good on the exterior. However, she was not feeling financially, emotionally, or sexually supported or loved. So and then there were severe problems with the mother-in-law. Now we would say, this is normal, but however, the problems with the mother-in-law, we found out, were much more severe than you would just discard as normal, because she had done some black magic, And this black magic, which he was doing for the welfare of the family now and to control her son, was coming from a past life when this lady had been rich, and that lady was her aunt, whom her that lady was thrown out of their big house with her husband. And so that poor lady had done black magic on this rich family, and she had kept a symbol of black magic which was constantly revolving somewhere in the house, because of which there was never any feeling of abundance in the house. Though they were very rich, there were a lot of deprivation and lack of love. And the child was small when the black magic was done, but this boy grew up, and he became sexually very careless, and he was raping someone when he was caught by the person who was her present husband. And then she got that man killed, because she was very arrogant and there was black magic on her from the beginning. Though in earlier lives this lady was a priestess and she had loved this boy, and but the temple had killed her because she was a Vishkanya. So that boy had been killed by her, and in the next life that boy had been the reason for her death and deprivation, because he had killed her in the previous life, and then in the third life she killed him again. So the black magic was done in the previous life when this boy became a rapist, and he got him murdered, and there was so much agony in the soul that he came back in this life, and she was simply trying to sacrifice to keep the family happy, to keep her husband happy, and just keep giving than receiving. So to atone for the fact that she killed him in a previous life. And so we removed the black magic, and she was healed, to focus on the positive aspects of life, and on self-love, because you come usually for a past life therapy session when your karmic debt is over and you can focus on positivity. So she has to focus on positivity, to become psychological unstressed and psychologically better and happier as a person. And only when you are happier as a person that you contribute to the kingdom of God, and you help God create a happier world. If you are sad, then you, as a part of God, you are radiating sadness in the energy of the universe, and your sadness is spreading. So our work as a past life therapist is to help you become happier. Even if you have done wrong in the past life, we teach you how to heal that sin in a way that your positivity increases. If your positivity reduces, then you lose your life purpose and you cannot really contribute to the kingdom of God. So that is why it is very important that you feel positive in life, and you should feel positive after a past life session. If you don't feel positive after a past life session, you should go back to the therapist and ensure that you feel positive. Then it means that there is more work to be done for you to feel positive. The past life therapies influences in around 10 ways in everyday life. I have put a blog link there. You will see that it influences your impulsive behaviors, your choices, your addictions. Your relationships are influenced by your past lives. Your ambitions, your desires are influenced by your past lives. Your health, your sickness, or your good health, your luck is influenced by your past life. So there are several reasons where past lives influence your present life, and everything that you are choosing in your present life is not because of just this life. You are choosing this way because of a past life and how you died, feeling incomplete or feeling unaccomplished, and that purpose is carrying over to the present life. The external circumstances are different, but the feelings internally remain the same. For example, if your past life has been to attain justice for yourself and for humanity, then your present life need to attain justice for other people would be coming from a past life. For example, I had another client, and she used to get very agitated by people living in the slums, and that she could not help them. And she had a lot of sorrow, and it was much more than normal. It was causing her health problems, and she was not definitely in a position to help, because this is a vibrational shift. Anyways, you cannot just sacrifice a family life and become a social worker. And even if you become a social worker, you don't always get justice. So she saw herself as in a past life that she saw that she was in a Nazi camp, and uh, she saw that there were people were getting killed, and she could not help. So the same feeling, and then she died feeling that she could not help. So the same feeling of helplessness was getting carried over in the present life. And normally in this case, you would have a previous life where you have killed um, someone. So that thing that you have killed people in a gas chamber also comes back to you, and you feel helpless that you could not stop the killing. So this feeling of helplessness, which was overwhelming her, was coming from a past life. And when she saw this, her anguish reduced, and then she could help as much as she could, and just understand that she could not change the world overnight simply by feeling worried about it. Worrying does not help. Past life therapy helps a lot more than worrying. Past life therapy is normally a very intensive session. If you do it seriously, it is a life changing program. It will completely change your paradigm of how you see things, how you perceive situations, and how you should react. Your self blame reduces and your self confidence increases in a past life session if you are cooperative and receptive, and if the analysis is done in a way that is for your highest and best good. So every past life therapy that I do is I ensure that it is programmed for your highest and best good. That is something which you need to do yourself also, that you should always program yourself, your mind, that the therapy be for your highest and best good. Then it works more, because your subconscious mind becomes more receptive to receiving the therapy. So it is basically a therapy of the subconscious mind. Some people don't believe what they see, but it still heals, because these are imaginative stories in your subconscious mind. You can call them imagination. After about 10 or 15 sessions, you would realize that they are real. Normally people don't take so many sessions, so some people believe from the beginning that they are real, and some people doubt. um, but I know that they are real now simply because I have had around 25 lifetimes myself, past lifetimes myself, and normally you have only around 4 to 12 lifetimes in a theme. And so the reason I had so many lifetimes is because I had this immortality boon earlier. So I was, what that immortality boon means is that you keep reincarnating till your soul purpose is achieved. So that is why, but even then, you would have at least 4 to 12 lifetimes. You are not supposed to achieve everything in one life, and you normally come to a past life session in when you have had in your fifth life or your sixth life or your 10th life. When you are moving away from that karmic cycle and moving towards higher realizations, which will actually lead to your happiness and positivity in the world. The past life therapy, that's why, is very important in the new age, because now the goal is not only money. The money will not make you happy. As you are moving towards Satyug, you would need peace of mind, and for that past life therapy helps. So I hope this clarified some concepts. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.